Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Strv FM21. It's a tier 1 Swedish light tank located on the north spawn of Ensk. It's under the command of TheCrazyPlatypus. Now, quite what he's doing in a tier 1 Swedish light tank, I don't know, but well, this is the starter tank if you're coming in on the Swedish line. The Strv FM21 was designed by the Germans in 1918. You could say that it's their response to the British Whippet, which had a similar design, engine up front, a turret at the rear, basically just very light armament, but it was designed to be fast than the old Mark IV tanks, the British tanks, or the German tanks of the time. Well, no targets yet. He's got a 20mm gun, which is the tier 2 gun that goes in this tank. It's capable of doing 12 alpha, 38mm of pen, and shell velocity's okay. Oh, getting a couple of shots into that K-House anchor. And that's one of ours. Oh, and he got a shot into that 4TP, but it's the enemy 4TP. It's getting rounds into our house anchor, and the platypus fires on the Fiat 3000. He goes through the frame. 4TP. Oh, he's taking fire. Oh, and he hit his teammate there in the Strv FM21. He went through the frame, so he's lost any chance of getting a high caliber, even if he does get it. Okay. And he's hit another teammate in the house anchor this time. Well, thank God there's no such thing as team damage anymore, because otherwise it would be costing him. Well, that house anchor, our house anchor, is actually blocking our shots at the moment. But from this angle, I think we have got a shot on the LOL tractor. And he's getting good damage. There's 10 shots in the clip every time he fires. And a nice hit, kill. In fact, that's his first kill of the game. There's the LOL tractor again. Yes, he's hitting us, but we're firing them back. He's done 129 hit points of damage to us, that's the problem. So he's stripped our health down. That 4TP is a one shot. There we go. And the LOL tractor's coming for us. Wait for it, wait for it. He's almost tempting us to back up so he can get a couple of shots. He's just sitting on that corner at the moment. Well, it looks like our teammate in the NC31 is going to tempt the LOL tractor to come around the corner. And if he doesn't, the LOL tractor might go around this side and probably get wiped out. Can we get a shot? Yes, we can. Nice. Third kill. Okay, one of the enemy tanks managed to come up the railway line and going straight for our cap area. It's not a very fast tank. It's only 25 kilometers an hour, but compared to the other German and British tanks of the time, that's pretty fast. In fact, this is the favourite tank of the curator of the Swedish Tank Museum at Arsenal. Arsenal? Pronounced the name correctly. Yes, he likes this tank. It's his favourite one. There's, I believe, a video you can actually watch of the curator going over this specific tank and going through it. Nice. Got 2 shots into the, or 4 shots into the NC-31. Okay, we're capping at the other end as well. Looks like the guy who's capping at the other end has actually abandoned the cap. Okay, we've only got 3 shells in the mag. Well, he's used that, but he's going to have to reload now. That's going to take a little while. Standard clip reload should be 7.67 seconds. Oh! Lost shell ricocheted and he misses out on the kill. But there's only 3 enemy vehicles remaining. A log tractor, a 4TP and an MS-1. These little tanks can be a bit of a challenge sometimes. People tend to forget them after they've played them a few times and move on to bigger and better things. But the thing is that these tanks are quite difficult to play. And he's dialing in on that MS. Oh, he gets 2 shots in. And he's trying to run away. Well, he got another shot in, but he's still alive. But he's a 1-shot now. And I kind of get the feeling... Oh, let it dial in. Let it dial in. Fire through that gap. There's a gap there. There he is. Yes! One of the shells did connect. Well, I have the feeling he's going back to protect the cap area because the 4TP and the log tractor are probably on the west side of the map. Oh, no, they're not. The log tractor is guarding his cap. Now, it does appear that some of these players are bots. The last 2 players on our team, other than TheCrazyPlatypus, are definitely bots. We've got colons before and after their name. We can see that one of the enemy players is a bot, the other one's not. The log tractor is a live player. So it seems TheCrazyPlatypus is up against another live player. Let's hope that our bots go into the cap and then we'll find out where the log tractor is and then we can dispatch him. Oh, he's all 3 in the cap. Okay. And then, of course, one of them leaves. Yes, the bots. Very unpredictable. Here he comes. Couldn't get the turret round fast enough. It doesn't have a very good turret traverse. He's lining him up. Yes! So he's killed the actual human, and that's just the 4TP left. They've got 5 minutes to spare, so they could actually go hunting for him. I don't see really the need to cap now. It was to bait that real human in. And the other ones have come back, so I think they're going to end the game as it is instead of hunting down that bot. And I received to remember that bot's got virtually no hit points. In fact, he's only got 13, and they've capped out to win, which is a pity because I think one shot would have been enough to take out that 4TP. Here's the end of battle stats, and I think you can tell why I've got this replay. It was the first ace tanker for the Crazy Platypus in the Strv FM21. You can tell it's the first ace tanker because it's got scrolls underneath. He also managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, he ended up with 5. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. His win rate was 10,005, which is Super Unicum standard, but did he miss out on another medal? Yeah, I'm afraid he did. By shooting 2 of his own teammates, he actually missed out on getting a high caliber. 843 hit points, probably not enough to get an ace tanker, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, he might have actually needed a bit more hit points, but all the same, you disqualify yourself from getting a high caliber the moment you actually fire a shot into one of your own teammates, even if it's accidental. He did get the highest damage with 843. The second highest damage was the LOL tractor on the enemy team, 574, and the third highest damage was the NC31 on his own team with 443. He got the highest number of kills with 5. The next highest being the Fiat 3000 on his own team, the LOL tractor and the MS1 all got 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one as well, 663. The next highest being the Fiat 3000, followed by the NC31. He fired 122 rounds in that game, got 89 direct hits and 72 penetrations, rather I should say. 843 hit points, all of it done at close range. Received 18 hits from the enemy, all of them penetrated, and 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 were killed, 67 capture points and 33 defense points by resetting the cap. He earned 15,192 credits from the game, 30,000 for completing a mission, 45,192 credits altogether, but he was using premium ammo throughout, which meant, I'm afraid, that he ended up with a loss of 3,606 credits, I think that is. 994 XP, 1,990 for completing a mission, 2,984 experience points altogether. So that's the Strv FM21. Let's have a look at the armor profile. That is the wrong one. Oh, well, just goes to show sometimes you just can't get anything right. And I didn't set this up beforehand. I should have, but there you go. Okay, we've got the modules first. And you can see the driver and the loader are actually sitting alongside each other, with the commander is in the back and he's actually operating the gun. He's got what looks like the radio, a big radio, sitting directly behind him, and 2 ammo racks, one either side. The engine is in the front and the fuel tank is on one side, as you can see, and there's a transmission that goes all the way back to the back of the tank. There's the transmission block out the back there. So if you want to immobilize it or set fire to it, you have to aim at the front. If you want to take out the loader or the driver, you have to aim for the center of the body, which is where most people will auto aim. But if you want to kill the commander, stroke gunner, I suppose you could say, you have to aim for the little turret at the back. And if you want to get an ammo rack, well, aim for just underneath the little turret, but a bit further down, just where the tracks are, and you should be able to set that off. Why the loader is sitting here in the back defeats me, because you'd think that the loader would actually be passing the shells up to the commander, who'd then be fitting them in the gun, because back in those days the commander would be the jack of all trades. He'd be the gunner, he'd also be the loader, and yes, he would do everything, and the radio operator. But sadly in this one it appears that he is well, on his own, having to load the gun from the ammo racks down below. So there you go, that's the Strv FM21. Now, did I actually put the... No, I didn't put it in. Well, this is the armor profile. I finally did find it. Yes, I must have put them in the wrong order. You can see the armor is incredibly thin. 14 millimeters of impacted armor. With the angling, it only goes up to 17. Even on the sides of the vehicle, 14mm, angled goes to 21. The turret, yeah, 14mm impacted armor, and effective armor is only 14 because it's slab-sided. If you fire a round in through the side, you're easily going to pen, and these things are very vulnerable to cannon shells from other tanks. They're not so vulnerable to small arms fire and shell splinters, though. They've got enough armor for that. They just don't have enough armor against other tanks, so to speak. It was designed to be a tank that would actually move quickly across the battlefield and machine gun the enemy trenches and then move on. So it was a breakthrough tank, so to speak. Whereas the old Mark IV British tanks, they were more for pounding enemy guns as well, and they did take on other enemy tanks quite handily. But yes, this sort of tank is much like the British Whippet. It's designed for speed, not for robustness. So if it does get hit, it's more than likely going to get taken out of the game. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.